Welcome to Critic Reviews, and today Critic is gonna review The Wrong Man's Season 1 and 2. That is the entire series. Whenever I watch shows from the United Kingdom, like for example Utopia or Mad Dogs, I notice that a lot of the time they have high quality directing and dialogue, and it's easy to mistake the overall result for high quality production and consider it superior to every output from the United States. But when you dig a little deeper, you realize that things aren't that simple. Spoilers ahead, proceed at your own risk.
These are self-critic reviews on television and news. If this ain't your favorite artist, well, you're not getting amused. This is self-critic reviews.
Is this gonna get different clues? So when if it's on YouTube, yeah, he is getting no views.
If you want some unbiased opinions, an analytic mind is worth billions. Yet he has been hiding his brilliance underneath this stifling diffidence. And if you don't like his opinions, go look for like-minded civilians to whine in the comment section and slap a dislike on his videos.
I discovered this series after I did some research on the actor who played Alexei on the newest Stranger Things season. And this show was listed as his other most famous show. And after taking a glance at the synopsis, I was compelled to check it out. The premise is very simple. The men who were at the wrong place at the wrong time, who are mistaken for the wrong people, are trying to figure a way out of the absurdly dangerous situation, almost a matter of national security. In fact, if you think about it, there is some resemblance in the idea to the Utopia and Mad Dogs, the shows I mentioned, although the plots are completely different in all three shows. The Wrong Man's does not take long to let the viewer know to suspend disbelief immediately, because otherwise you'll start finding all kinds of flaws and inconsistencies. The show fully relies on shock value, twists and humor to get you through it, and executing it pretty well, I must say. Maybe the charisma of some of the characters can draw you in as well, but unfortunately, besides the engaging fast-paced plot, good dialogue and directing, there isn't anything else. Namely, there is no depth in character development whatsoever, and the drama elements are average at best. For example, at the end of the series, the moment with Phil and his mom was okay. It was the right idea, but due to lack of character depth, I don't think it worked to the level it should have. And there is another key drama moment where Sam lashed out at Phil, saying that they were never friends, etc, and just overall being mean to the guy who you've spent lots of stressful time with. Several scenes later, there was an emotional reunion with Sam saving Phil's life. That's a well-known trope to create drama out of nowhere and maybe add some depth, but unfortunately it failed on both fronts.
Shut up! I've had enough of your shit! Oh my god, you're an idiot! It's like being with a child. You have no idea what the real world is like. I
thought we were friends.
We're not. Well, maybe I'm yours, but that just puts me top of a list of one. I'm only nice to you because no one else is. You're a prick, and I'm done.
You took a bullet for me. That's what friends do.
Also, I'd like to briefly compare this show to Breaking Bad, not that they're similar, and see what the differences are. The suspension of disbelief is present in both shows, but in Breaking Bad it borders more on the realism side, and at the very least, the writers try to make it seem as reasonable as possible, considering the absurdity and gravity of the situation. The Wrong Man's suspension of disbelief does not care about being realistic at all. The situation is way more ridiculous. And finally, Breaking Bad's characters are deep and the best part of the series, whereas The Wrong Man's characters are just props to get the plot going. With that said, The Wrong Man's really doesn't do many things wrong. It's just a very easygoing, entertaining, funny and lighthearted show that doesn't take itself too serious. The first season is better than the follow-up, because you don't know what to expect. You don't know the ridiculousness you're about to face. And the whole experience of moving characters from one place to another to solve predicaments, one worse than the other, has not yet gotten old yet. Whereas the second season almost forced the plot lines in because they had to, and as a result the plot seemed slower and less interesting, but still had its moments. However, the contrivance could have been a lot worse, so it's not all bad. The humor is pretty good. It's usually derived from awkwardness and insanity of the circumstances, and the delivery of the jokes by either main character is very strong. Example of some of these jokes.
I mean, why does this shit always happen to us?
What shit?
What do you mean, what shit? This. Being made to retrieve chemicals for terrorists.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that has only happened once, to be fair. And anyway, maybe it's not shit happening to us. Maybe it's us happening to shit.
What does that mean?
Doesn't change the fact that it's hilarious.
Please, don't do that. Stop it! Silly Billy.
Is this really so important?
Who's that?
Nothing, no one.
You better not be involving the police.
I'm already not doing that.
Now listen carefully. Here's the new address. There's an old industrial unit on Cherry Tree Lane.
Okay.
You get here at 5 o'clock, and this all ends.
5 o'clock.
You're not leaving early today.
Can we make it 6?
Oh, inconveniencing you, huh? Do you think you are in charge?
No, sir. It's just I can definitely be there at 6.
Fine. 6 o'clock.
Yeah, changing the meeting time with the kidnappers is pretty funny too, in my opinion. Believe it or not, I do have a sense of humor.
You mean to tell me people are scared of this pussy?
Pussy? Would a pussy, yeah, have a gunshot wound? And you should see the other guy, except you'd have to dig him up. Because he's dead, is it? Gunshot wound. There. Bang. In the arm.
It was actually a black man who shot me. That's why I decided to become a racist.
Yeah, this made me laugh as well. In season 1 there was a scene where Phil motivated Sam to continue with their ridiculous adventure. And it was a nice touch how the reverse happened in season 2.
We're going to cross a lot of bridges, Sam. Jump a lot of hurdles. I need to know that I'm with someone who's got my back. Someone who's prepared to roll deep. Are you prepared to roll deep?
But we are going to cross a lot of bridges, okay? And jump a lot of hurdles. And I need to know that I'm with someone who's prepared to roll deep. Are you prepared to roll deep?
That's how I roll.
It was also interesting how the title of the show was referenced in the final episode.
We got mixed up in it.
You're telling me you are the wrong man's?
Men, but yeah.
I wonder if they had planned it from the beginning, or had a brilliant idea to incorporate it into the series later on. Either way, I enjoyed the reference. It was also a bit weird for them to mix up the years on the tombstones of Sam and Phil. They mentioned that Phil was 31 and Sam was 29.
Samuel James Pinkett, 29, works for Berkshire County Council. To his right, Philip Neville Bourne, 31, works in the council building.
But in their tombstones you can clearly see that Sam is older, when he should be younger. But hey, maybe the show just added an Easter egg for us to find. Season 2 also wrapped up way too quickly for its own good. But I can't say that it was a bad decision, because the wrong man's definitely needed to end. Overall, the show is entertaining, short, and easy to watch. I would recommend it only if you're actually thinking of picking it up. Thanks for watching.